Welcome everyone to our Two Posh podcast. I'm here with my beautiful co-hosts, Marcella.
Hello.
And my son's girlfriend, Whitley.
Hi.
And we have a very special guest today, Jazmyn.
Hi, y'all.
So excited.
We're very excited that you took the time to come and hang out with us today. And Jazmyn used to be my beautiful assistant that had to do everything like whatever came up with. I mean, from dance stuff to boutique stuff.
Everything.
Everything.
It was super nice to have her. I miss her every single day. And before we really get started, I wanted to thank everyone that's listening to our podcast. Like, we're so excited. We are 4 months in and we have like 4,400 downloads, which is so exciting. And we want to thank everyone for taking the time to listen, and want to ask everyone to please subscribe and leave us a review. That will really help us.
Yes, and write a comment. They say that helps.
Yeah.
We didn't know that. And it's super exciting because we saw someone post that it had taken them 2 years to get to 6,000 downloads. And we're 4 months in at 4,000 downloads.
Yeah.
And that's super exciting. So we are thankful and excited that people are listening, because that makes it fun.
Right.
And if anyone has questions or wants to leave us feedback, we want that also.
Or wants to come on.
Yeah.
We need to book people because we're actually booked all the way out to August now. So
Oh, wow.
it's very exciting. And
But I feel like August will come fast. And then we run out of people.
Yeah.
Then we're just us.
which is
Come
us.
talk to us.
Coming out.
Exactly. So, and in this episode, we're going to talk about some super fun events that we were part of last week, and we will meet our special guest Jazmyn more and find out more about her unique story. And you chime in anytime you want when we talk about just the daily
Life
stuff. Like,
stuff.
give us your little beautiful 2 cents. Yes, for sure. And this is this time I know it,
Good.
our episode 32.
Yes,
Woo.
we're firm on that now, because we have
Yeah.
realized that for 31 episodes, we start every single time going, what?
We don't know which
episode are
one.
you on? I don't know. Maybe it's this one. So,
It is episode 32, and I think that's pretty awesome.
I do too.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Help us get to 5,000.
Yeah.
5,000 downloads.
Yeah.
That's like the golden number we were told. So
Yeah.
we're so close.
Yeah, 5,000 episodes.
That too. We'll get there. No worries.
Yeah.
How was your week, Jazmyn? I know you had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. My week was absolutely insane. So my new job, I'm putting in like 40 to 6 hours a week. And so on Friday was my actual birthday. My friends ended up surprising me. I thought we were just going to have a one-on-one dinner, but she ended up getting all of our friends there. We had tacos and we hung out. It was amazing.
She turned 20. So now Jazmyn, I think, is so mature, though. You act like you're older than me.
Older than me.
You're like immaturity.
Sometimes older than me.
Yeah. So wise.
Which is a lot.
And I love that about you. So it's funny when I'm like, you're 20, but so wise, which is good.
It feels very strange when you really say her age, because she's so mature for your age.
You.
So, I also had a birthday last week, and
Happy birthday,
Happy
Mom.
birthday.
we had a really special family dinner at Macero. Again, I swear we go there all the time. Macero in the Shops of Legacy West. I just love the atmosphere there so much, and now that the weather is better, it's just they open the whole wall and you have the fountains.
That's
and
nice.
I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah.
Like,
And the
it's-
music has started going with the fountain.
Yeah.
So it's like a baby
Mini.
Bellagio.
I love it.
But it's very, very, very cool.
Bellagio.
I like the drinks. Like
Baby Bellagio.
Yeah.
baby. But it's nice. I like it a lot.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So, and I was so excited because I actually have balloons there and stuff that is not
Party
normal.
balloons.
It's
We
very
tried.
fun.
I asked if I could do confetti, and they said no.
But only because it was so windy.
Yeah.
It would have flown in everybody's
yeah.
drinks and food. So anyways, we had like really, really fun. Marcella's best friend Nicole came too, which that was a surprise. That was
Yes.
super sweet. And everything was so great. I had such a good time. And then at the very end, as we were walking to our car, now everyone that knows me knows I'm super clumsy and I fall a lot. But usually, like, when I fall, I kind of know when it's coming, so I try to catch myself, and it's like always super funny because it's just insane. Well, this time I turned around to talk to someone and I totally missed the curb, and I fell
face first
so hard.
Scary.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That I swear, if I think back, I feel like I have traumatic stress syndrome because of it. I mean, I fell so hard, guys. I felt like I was hit by a car.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it coming. I didn't even know it was happening. I fell so
I feel so bad because I kept laughing the whole time.
And Gina was like, quit laughing at her. I was like, oh.
I could not help it though because she just fallen.
Oh yeah. I just fell
a few days prior
at Jolie's prom. I fell.
That one
my goodness.
was funny.
That one was funny, and it's on video. Scott, who was here last week, Scott and Dana have a video of you falling on the glow sticks, and you can see her like flashlight and her phone like drop, and it's kind of like in the back because it's like a.
That one was funny, but
I couldn't help it because you fall so much, and I just was like,
Yeah.
I think in my head I was more like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Like seriously, but. Thank God you didn't hurt your face, but you do have some really bad knees.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got so lucky. I know I'm so lucky I didn't hit my face. Like, I can't even imagine because my knees are a total mess. I can't even wear any clothes. Like, I can't wear jeans. I can't wear like leggings. I can't wear anything.
She sent me a picture last night. Go just add it to your like injury list because there's pictures of her feet super swollen. Like,
it is so bad. I don't know why I'm so clumsy.
you need to slow down.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just like breathe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that. I think I'm traumatized enough. I'm gonna just never do this again.
Yeah.
So, anyways, besides that, I have something to say about. We had an episode a few weeks ago where we got stood up by our guest, the one and only time so far, and it was from one of our models, Lene, and I feel really, really bad because she contacted me last week and she said, you really, really hurt my feelings because you guys talked about me and whatever, and I didn't really stand you up. But yes, she did stand us up, but that's a whole different story because now her brother actually passed away this week, and he was only 25 years old.
It's very sad.
It's a very, very, very sad story. And what is so sad about it is that she loves our podcast and she listens as often as she can, but she had been busy, I guess. So her brother had a very severe seizure and they tried to save his life but couldn't, but they did get a heartbeat. So he was in a coma and he actually donated his organs and he saved 5 people's lives. So
you know Lene, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is like an amazing thing, an amazing story. But what happened was she was in the hospital and she was just so stressed out, so she wanted to get away a little bit and get something that makes her laugh and makes her smile, so she goes and listens to the podcast, and it happens to be the episode where we talk about her standing us up. So this is really, really, I felt
Not
really,
good
really
timing.
the timing was really, really bad about it, and I feel bad. It did happen though, but we're all good. And
we never said anything bad though.
No, because we love her, and it's just
and we're sorry about her brother.
Very
sad.
It's very, very sad.
And to her family.
Yes. I actually tried to go to the funeral that was yesterday, but I couldn't go because Jolie has such a crazy schedule right now they have the last week of school, and so I couldn't make it. But yeah, we're very sorry to her and her whole family. He saved 5 lives, so
that's really cool.
Unbelievable.
I'm an organ donor.
I think we all are, huh? I don't know.
Well, you have to choose on your license.
You don't know
you
if you
can decide when you get your license.
I think I said yes. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I tried to, and my mom's like, no. Selfish.
Selfish. You're selfish?
No, I wanted to.
Oh, she's selfish. Yeah.
I don't know. That was a long time ago. I'm about to renew though,
so then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, and then Whitley, you finished school.
Oh yeah,
done this year.
I can't even believe that I'm done yet.
That's probably nice. Have you
There's
gotten any
still a
rest?
few emails. Yeah.
You
know.
Catching up on sleep.
Yeah. More than I probably should.
Well, then Whitley and I had the opportunity to go to Todrick Hall's concert on Thursday.
I'm sad I couldn't come.
Yeah.
You should be.
I know. I heard it was amazing.
It was so good.
You guys, Todrick Hall, to me, I've always, like, when I discovered his music, I discovered it when we used to own the dance studio, and I looked at a dance studio in California that was just unbelievable. I looked at their dances and I loved them, and I was like, what are they dancing to? And so I got researched and I found Todrick Hall. I'm like, who is that? He's such a talented human being. And I kind of followed him from that moment forward. I had no idea that he actually went to the same school Jolie goes to now.
Oh, wow.
It's a performing arts conservatory in South Lake, and he actually went there.
If you want to know anything about it, Scott and Dana on episode 31 and 30 talk about the school for anybody who might be interested.
Yes.
In the school Todrick Hall went to.
Yes. And so he was kind of like, I think he started his whole thing as a drag queen and then did all these videos, and unbelievable. I loved him so much. Now, this concert was on a different level for me. I expected it to be a drag queen performance. Like, that's what I thought we were going there for. And going into it, I'm all about it. So I was totally cool with it.
Yeah.
But he did 2 songs with drag. That was like more drag queen kind of.
I didn't even know
The rest of the time, it was nothing but an amazing... He's an amazing entertainer, amazing performer, and an even better singer.
No.
I mean,
I'm
you
surprised.
have to... It's called The Forbidden Tour, and the album is actually number 1
Yeah.
right now within 30 days. You guys have to
Forbidden.
listen to the music.
I need
the
to
album.
listen to it. Yeah.
I know
had
I'm going to
chills
say
the
something
whole
crazy
time.
right now, but to me, he's on the same level as like Justin Timberlake.
Really?
Talented.
Oh,
wow.
yeah. Because
I
he
mean-
can dance.
But he
can
also
sing.
said that you told me that everything he does, he's not with a label. Everything is out of pocket.
Yeah,
everything he
it's
pays
self-funded.
for.
Self-funded. Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, I could listen to his songs all day, every day. Everyone needs
I
to
did
check
that
him
night. I was like, bought it.
And he said he seems super sweet. He loves his mom and his
Yeah,
family.
out. He is
Yeah.
the most humble. Like where he is now is unbelievable, and yet he's so humble because he's from that school. Every time he's in town, he goes to the school, inspiring the kids, talking to them, goes out of his way. I mean, it's unbelievable. We were supposed to see him, and somehow Dana couldn't get a hold of his assistant. So we were in this long line and we were waiting. And then I couldn't wait any longer. So Whitley and I and some other people left. And then about 20 minutes later, I get a text from Dana. You should have stayed. They came and got us and took us to the front
Jumped
of
the
the
whole
line.
line. I'm like,
Yeah.
Of course.
Awesome.
But we'll see him again. But
Yeah.
there was one funny moment at the concert, though, that I thought was so great because he goes, I'm in Dallas, so I'm back in my hometown. He goes, where it all started. So I'm sure there's some ex-boyfriends that are here. And then he goes, and I hear there's one of my exes is here. And he goes, where is he? Where are you? And someone pointed to him and he goes, oh, in the cheap seats.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Why did you go? Oh my god.
That was really
He was like
awesome.
clapping and happy though. He was like, oh my gosh, he like said my.
Oh my god.
So he didn't even care. I was
He
like,
didn't
wow.
care. Yeah.
That's cool.
Marcella, you had a judging weekend. Tell us a little bit about it.
It was very exhausting.
Where did you go?
I went to Detroit and it was 3 days. I think we clocked out at judging 40 hours in 3 days,
Wow.
which I feel like is extremely unhealthy. I don't feel like anybody should sit for 15 hours, especially dancers. So as judges, you like are active. So it's really funny because while I was judging at one point, I was like, what do you do when you're sitting so long? So you guys is working out while the kids are dancing.
How did you do that?
Well, I looked up workouts you can do while you're sitting in a chair.
I love those.
So if anybody who works in an office, there are workouts you can do while you're sitting. So one of them would be like you scoot your chair all the way up to your desk as close as you can and you sit up really straight and you lift
your leg.
and you lift your leg and you just like pump them and you squeeze your stomach.
I do the side one.
Yeah, so you get like
I do it when I play Fortnite, so I'm not super lazy.
yeah. So what's funny is yesterday I was like,
Spire, do
why?
you play Fortnite? No.
Oh my gosh,
I
y'all.
thought you
I
would.
can't even. I love that game.
Sorry, go ahead.
So yesterday I was like, why are my abs sore? And it was because of that. Like because
cool.
every dance I would go, I would do one leg as the dance is going, as I'm judging. Next dance, I do the next leg as I go. And then I would straighten my legs underneath and I would like beat them and beat. Sorry, Jazmyn, and I'd beat them under the table and then I would lift them and I would keep them lifted as long as there was a dance on stage.
Yeah.
Which maybe people don't think I was paying attention, but I tried. But that was helping me because I was sitting for 15 hours and someone I was judging with said that he got blood clots and he's young and that scares
35,
me.
right?
Oh my gosh.
Something like that, like super young, and he had to like last year have like a compression thing on his leg. So we feel, and I mean this in the nicest way because I don't know if they're listening, but I think it's like they're trying to kill us. Like you're literally are like in a prison kind of because you don't see the light of day. You're judging. You get to get up. It starts at 7.
Solitary.
Yeah, you're like up from, you get up at 6 and you judge from 8 a.m. to like 11 p.m. straight because the competition can't go unless we're sitting there. And it's a lot of talking. I have to do this on for so many hours. Detroit's talent was it's a little bit difficult for me. I was kind of dying a little bit.
It was like a lot of beginner, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, there was 1 or 2 studios that were kind of pushing us through, but not enough. There was like 700 numbers, so 2 studios aren't going to suffice.
No.
You
don't even want to see me dancing.
Watching.
I'm like pre-beginner.
No, I'm sure it would have been better. It's very hard. There's a lot of changes I feel happening in the dance world. I'll probably get fired for saying all this, but I feel like there's too many competitions. I feel like there's too many levels. I feel like I'm annoyed with everybody getting a trophy. We're all first place.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, if I wanted to be back in the dance industry, which I don't, I would actually start anyone listening, like, be smart, start a competition. You'll go back to the old ways. There's no levels. And it's first, second, and third. And thank you for coming. Like,
well, when I was a dancer, it was gold, silver, bronze as an award, and then you got an honorable mention, which was thanks for trying, and you could come
Work
again.
harder.
Nobody really. I mean, I feel like we all have. Like, I'm fine with that, and anybody I know has been like
builds character.
It really does. You can't be first place all the time. I think I realized there was something wrong with the system when what one competition does is they do elite top first. That's how it goes. So that would be your gold, silver, bronze. But in the kids' head, and to anybody who doesn't dance, they're all first. So when one of my kids came up to me, they're like, "Oh my God, Miss Marcella, I got first." I'm like, "No, you actually got third." But in your brain, and then everybody else like, "Oh my God, she got first." But it's such a...
You need to say she got third in like the 4th level down.
Like tier.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So it gets very like, I feel like it's doing kids like an injustice. You're like, and everything has to be so soft now, and everything is like, I just don't agree with it.
How millennial brats are made.
Yeah,
literally. Like, I feel like dancers, they just need to be critiqued honestly nowadays.
Yeah.
More often than not, it's like they like pussyfoot around what's going on, and I'm like, no, I'm like, you suck. Work harder. Like,
but what is wrong with that? Like, what is wrong with working harder? Like, I don't why would you want to be just given something because everybody feels bad? Which I think we could just jump ahead a little in your notes about the cheerleading team.
Did you guys hear about this high school that they have been competitive for years, and there's all these girls that work their butt off to make it, right? I mean, it's a lot of competition, and most high schools are big schools, so to make cheerleading is difficult. Not everyone can make it. And parents pay a lot of money to pay for private lessons, whatever it is. This high school, because a kid didn't make it, so the mom complained.
Oh, gosh.
Now,
everybody gets to make it.
Bring it.
That wants to gets to make it.
Everyone. If you audition, you're on.
Yes. You don't have to try hard. And so here are these kids that have worked so hard that now are going, why are you guys doing this? Like, the parents have attacked the school board. Like, it is a big disaster. It is. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Hanover Park High School in East Hanover, New Jersey. This is where this happened.
But it is not anybody who plays a sport. And I'm talking not like, I'm not trying to be rude, but not like your school sports where you're like doing it for a few hours. Like as an athlete or anybody who takes the extra work. Like I personally, and I don't know, like everyone can say what they've done, but I personally as a dancer, like lived, breathed, only dancing. Mm-hmm. So I was putting in, like, there are dancers and athletes who put in blood, sweat, and tears night and day to get their bodies to like be able to do what we can do and like to perfect what we do, because it takes a lot of hard work and practice. Mm-hmm. So then for someone to get to come on your team who just doesn't give a shit is really frustrating.
They'll, like, drag you down.
Yeah. And why, like, I've worked my whole life for something and now you can just do whatever, which I don't think builds character in people, because I always told the students after high school and you go to college, mommy's not going to save you there, because your mom calls professor, oh, but she slept in, like, she doesn't feel good.
She's 23.
Her tummy hurts. No, she really, like, nobody in the real world cares. If you have to have an interview for a job and you get the job and you don't show up, you get fired. It's what I told the kids all the time. If you're not qualified for that position in a job, you're not going to get that job. So I'm confused.
Well,
I think it's bad parenting.
Well, and the parents that are having the cheerleaders that have really put in the work, they're actually saying, why go for excellence when you can just let a little snowflake whine and cry to get the position? And I cannot believe that they would let this happen. And this one kid, she goes, I tried my hardest and now everything's going away, all because of one child who didn't make the team.
Gosh.
And but that's life. Life is not fair. I was told no so many more times than I was told yes. Rejection is a part of life. I don't understand. I don't get the parenting with that stuff. I think you're doing your children a disservice. And I'm not trying to be rude if you're a parent like that, but you are really hurting your children in the long run.
Yeah, seriously. Like, it goes back almost to the parents who refuse to discipline their children. Mm-hmm. So they're like, I'm going to take away. Exactly. They're like, I'm going to take away your screen time for 5 minutes now. Like, that's not going to do anything. No. Like, if they mess up.
You were saying something that even 5 minutes would be great, but that's not even happening.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. They're like, okay, you can watch screen time, but it's going to be your least favorite show. Like, it's ridiculous. You have to learn to put in the hard work so that way you can actually achieve something. Like, if you work out, you're going to have sore muscles. Right. That soreness, you have to go through that to get stronger.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's getting your nose so you can get stronger.
I saw a meme. I like it's true. Not that long ago.
I need to do that.
Where it was a picture of Whitley's doing chair exercise over here. It was a picture of, like, it said, like, so many years ago when a kid got in trouble, the parents, like, at school, the parents are looking at the kid. Well, what did you do? Like, you failed. What did you do wrong? Today, the meme was when a kid gets in trouble, the parents then attack the teacher. Mm-hmm. And I feel for lots of educators, like in a school. I don't know how you do it. For me, it was when your kid wasn't in the front, like, it's my fault. I always use Jolie as an example. I love Jolie more than life itself. And I think I've told this story on prior podcasts, but, like, I didn't put her in the front because I just loved her. That doesn't work that way. Mm-mm. You have got to work hard, and it builds character. It makes you who you are. As a parent, do not be afraid of your children.
Don't
you
be
say
afraid
that all
of
the
your
time.
children. My goodness. I don't understand that.
You're not helping them. You're just not.
Not at all. And so this principal, guys, let me go back to the story because I just am so horrified. The principal actually then, because of all this uproar, threatened to disband cheerleading altogether. Wait, hold on. You know why?
Why?
He said it's not a sport.
What?
I am like, what?
That's my favorite.
Oh my goodness.
So all these kids cheerleading is hard.
Yeah.
If you want to be a real cheerleader, it is hard work. They put a lot of hard work in, just like dancers do. And
is it not considered a sport because you're not throwing a ball at something?
You're throwing a human. I was the human being thrown, so I think I'd know.
I wasn't. I was too fat, but I threw human. Marcella.
See, I would consider
I was too big to be a flyer.
I understand that. Me too. I understand that. Like, I believe that cheerleaders are some of the top athletes in the world. For heaven's sake, they're literally acrobats. Flipping,
strong.
cheering, dancing. Like, do so many things. It's ridiculous.
Just because you throw a ball at a basket does not mean that's a better sport than.
I could do that sitting on the couch.
I can't do that.
Exactly.
I can't throw balls at anything.
Do you guys remember when So You Think You Can Dance teamed up with Nike and they did or Gatorade and they did that like athlete test and they had football players against dancers and dancers were better athletes?
Well, I think Lauren Froderman was the first dancer to ever be on the bottle, like a Gatorade bottle. So it became like where dance was like, how cool is it that something we do is like is a sport and an art,
like recognized.
And the funny thing is that Lauren was also a cheerleader.
Yes,
so she was also the first cheerleader on a bottle as well.
Yes. Cool. So is gymnastics not a sport?
Okay.
Gymnastics is.
I know. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying it's recognized because it is in the Olympics.
You guys, bowling is recognized.
Thank you. Is it chess in the Olympics or something?
Fucking break.
Oh man.
Curling.
I mean, I'm not trying to be rude here, but like,
I can sweep really fast. Nothing against it. I love curling.
I do too.
But how can you say that
is
and bowling and chess, but dance, cheerleading is not?
Yes.
Seriously. I'm pretty sure it's in the Olympics.
Oh my God.
Insane.
I work out my brain.
I'd like to see that principal try to cheer.
Oh my God. That would be a good punishment thing.
God.
So one woman actually hit out against this whole situation. She goes, I'm 52 and I live in Georgia. I want to be on your cheer squad. And I can still do a cartwheel. I mean, why can't I go, right?
Okay, so then the next question is so all these kids just get to make it on school. But then what if, I'm going to use Dallas as an example. So all the high schools now, you can just do whatever you want. You want to be on it? Sure. You've never done it before? Go ahead. You don't know how to touch your toes? That's fine. But then they want to be like Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders or Mavs dancers. Are we going to then take it to the extreme? Look any way you want to. Doesn't matter. Don't take care of yourself. You could be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. I would love to know how Kelly Finglass would feel about that if suddenly now, in general, everyone just gets to do whatever they want.
I mean, that's
you don't
where
know
it's
how
headed.
to dance?
I feel like
that's fine. You can still be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
I mean,
I thought there was like you have to be a certain way, right?
I hope it's going to go back to that because this is really insane idea. Like these kids that have worked for years, they're all like in tears and they go,
sad.
Sad.
You want anyone to be a cheerleader? No problem. Is it right for girl practice for years just to be told she wasted her time because it doesn't matter anymore? And then someone said, why go for excellence when you can just let a little snowflake whine and cry to get the position. This is why this country is going down the tubes. In China and Japan, they compete and the one most qualified gets the position. They expect excellence.
Well, yeah, that's why they are so good at everything. Literally. Smart. I think they make their kids eat like chalk and shit, is what I heard. Like they get punished.
No, okay, so in some Chinese schools, they literally make the kids grow their own food. So they have a garden. They have to grow their own food. The food that they grow, they then eat. They also have to cook their own meals. They clean up after each other.
Tanner
they learn all of this stuff, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Have you ever seen like in like those countries like Russia, China? Like, have you ever seen them train their gymnasts?
Oh, it's insane.
It's like you make a choice. I mean, I don't think the 2-year-olds are making the choice, but you sign up for it, and I don't know. So now, if you're on cheer too, since everyone can make it, why have a coach? Do whatever you want. Let's just all like run crazy. No rules.
And the thing is, if you start with those standards at that young of an age for kids, like even if it's with sports, because sports teach dedication and they teach people how to learn. Like, what if that leads into our future doctors, our future lawyers? Like the standards, like, oh, you want to be a doctor? Great,
everybody
for
be
you.
A doctor.
Oh my God, I want to be a doctor. I don't know anything. I want to be a brain surgeon. Sure, go ahead.
Go for it, sweetie.
That's true. We can just all do whatever because.
Scalpel?
I once played Operation. I can be a doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So that's lovely.
Wow.
So guys, I have some things I wanted to hear your opinions on, and one of them is I want to know like the 25 dating deal breakers that all women have, and I wanted to see how you guys feel about those.
Oh, yeah, I said I wanted to start playing games on our podcast.
They're fun.
And this one I find super fun because the number one, I want to hear how you guys feel about it. So the number one is dishonesty. How do we feel about that, Marcella?
Are we going around the room?
Yeah, let's go around the room.
I think Jazmyn should go first.
All right,
she's our
go.
guest.
Oh gosh.
Jazmyn.
Okay. On dishonesty, yeah, that's definitely like a number one for me. Like we have to be open and honest. I believe in like developing a friendship before we even start a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I want to know everything about you. I want to know what your weird little quirks are before I commit myself to like anything with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Well, some of the most like people lie about the most, men especially, is their age.
Men lie about their age?
Yes, men.
Really?
What? Your dad lied to me about your age. I mean,
About your age? How is that
his
possible?
age. His age. He had 3 different passports.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
my
know.
dad.
I actually threw him a 40th birthday party. I never forget it. It wasn't even his 40th. He was like way older than that. I found
That's
that out later.
hilarious.
I know.
It wasn't really that funny.
He was born in 45, right?
44.
Oh.
But I never knew because there was different passports. But that's a whole nother story for another day. But age, marital status,
If they're married or not?
and their height.
That's lovely.
And they lie a lot about their height.
How can you lie about height? I can look at you.
literally, I can measure you.
It doesn't. They'll lie about it.
I know one like that.
I know several like that, and then they puff up really
I'm 6'1".
big.
I'm 6'1". No,
I
you're
am.
5'10".
Yeah.
Literally.
Gino's like the kind of guy that if he hears another guy saying that, he's like, all right, I'm 6'2", stand next to me. And like, he really is 6'2".
It's
Yeah, he
so
doesn't
silly.
lie about it.
He's like, all right.
I mean, I guess we lie technically with our heels.
No, we
Well,
don't
yeah, but
lie.
we can always
still
take them off, and then they
kidding.
know.
But if you ask me how tall I am, I'll say how
I know,
tall I am.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. But I think there's the short man syndrome. So men get real weird when they're shorter.
Very bad.
Yeah, I
Short
don't
man
get
syndrome.
You
I don't get that.
well, yeah, but what, like,
what
how
is
tall are you?
5'7"?
See, like any guy that's like around the height, they're not going to try and lie to you. Well, like I'm 4'11", so they're like, yeah, I'm like 5'10", and I'm like, Psh, sure.
Yeah, Jazmyn is fun size.
Well, no, not like the making up the height, but I don't get the little man syndrome. Like why?
Because think about it. Men, they always have to be like the tough guys and they're the
You can
best,
be
you
a
know,
tough
tough. But
midget. I'm just kidding. No,
But
I mean,
so they're always competing. So
Yeah.
they can't, like, you know, if they play a sport, they can be competitive no matter what, but they can't do
Yeah.
anything about their size, even though they have those lifts now.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
now. They've had them forever. I heard that Adam Levine wears lifts in his shoes.
What?
Yeah, because he's
His
kind of
do
short.
his- Whatever he
his
wants.
daughter. Oh my god, his wife is a Victoria's Secret model, so she's
Yeah.
super tall.
The hottie.
Yeah,
Yeah. So dishonesty, Marcella?
yeah. With that won't work.
Yeah.
That's what
That's simple.
That's a
And
no-go.
dishonesty is like
Yeah, no.
seriously
Yes, no, thank you.
pathological lying, you know. That's hard to deal with.
Yes.
I had to deal with that, but we'll talk about that another day too. Nitpicking. How do you guys feel about when a guy, like, I feel like women spend enough time nitpicking ourselves. Like we are constantly like, this is not right, and we don't do this enough, and we're always feeling guilty about everything. So then when you're a romantic man and your life criticizes you all the time, go ahead, Jazmyn.
See, okay, like for me, I want somebody who can help me grow, yes, but I don't want somebody who's going to be literally sitting there with a checklist being like, no, that's like
Yeah.
a 5 out of 10 right now.
Like, before you can walk out the door.
Be like, oh, hold up, honey. Like, are you really going to do that today? Like, I think your concealer could be a little bit better. Like I don't want somebody who's going to nitpick me, but I definitely want somebody who's going to help critique me, to help me grow and give me constructive criticism.
And I think it can be done in a certain way,
Exactly.
Yeah.
right? Like women are naturally more sensitive.
Yeah.
So I don't really know many women who aren't truly sensitive when it comes to like their relationship. And I think a lot of men are missing a sensitivity chip, we say.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes
I learned that from Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
she said
that's
Brad Pitt
yeah.
is missing a sensitivity chip. And when she said that, I went, light bulb went up. And I'm like, wow, that makes so much sense.
Because we're sensitive. So when you want to say something constructive and it's wrapped in
negative manner?
Or like a putting down packet, like kind of like the way that they say it.
It's like a negative connotation.
Yeah. If it's wrapped that way, we're going to get probably defensive and then cry, and then it becomes like this drama.
Now, see, I feel very strongly about this. I don't want any constructive criticism from
Shocking. In Europe, the men do not give you constructive.
Actually, not Europe at all. It's just me. I don't want that. My heart would be hurting all the time. I'm like, no, don't nitpick me.
In what way, though? Like, anyway, just doesn't matter.
Anyway. No.
I don't like it. I'm tough enough on myself. Trust me. I don't need anybody to tell me more shit. Right. Then I think then you get disheartened in your relationship, and then you're just like,
it's like, okay, like I can be super messy when I'm busy. Like there's just
me too.
stuff.
Same.
I'm trying to be better right now, but my whole life, like if we have to go somewhere and I'm busy, whatever, and go in my closet, don't know what to wear, it's like everything flies all over the place and it stays there. I'm not picking it back up. My bathroom is a disaster. I know this myself. I would not need someone to tell me this. Like, are you really going to leave this like this? Yes, I am, because I'm going to do it later. You're not going to do it. So don't say anything. Like it would ruin my whole evening. And since Patrick is such a wonderful husband, he never does. I actually ask him sometimes. I'm like, you never say anything. He's like, it doesn't matter.
She takes up the whole bathroom, like his side, her side. She's back and forth with mirrors, like the two sinks. And Patrick like has this like little corner, but he doesn't say anything. He just lets you be. But I think that's why you guys have been married for so long.
Yeah.
I always used to get so amused watching you get ready for events at the last minute, because you would be like yelling down to me downstairs, be like, Jazmyn, are you doing this, and then you're like, remind me that I need to leave at this time. I'm like, by the way, that's in 5 minutes.
And she's like just getting like, I gotta get ready.
So bad.
But Patrick doesn't say anything. So he's really good at not nitpicking.
He never nitpicks anything. So sweet.
Yeah. No, I don't.
That's why we don't fight.
I can't do the nitpicking. I feel what's the word?
Defeated.
Like, defeated and exhausted. I think more like
I did something else wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always hyper aware of what other people think of me.
Exactly.
And so like I'd rather to an extent them say what they're thinking than for me to just like start spiraling in my head thinking like, do they think this? Do they think this?
Yeah.
But I never realized how detail oriented guys were until I worked side by side with so many men. And they're like, oh yeah, you changed this. And I'm like, that was like, what?
Oh, like about you.
Yeah. Like,
that's interesting because most men don't notice. And I think women get upset. You're like, I got my hair done. They're like, what? You're like, how did you not know that?
Right.
But some men do notice.
Right.
Yeah. Molly's boyfriend, my best friend, I thought this was really cool. Like Gino notices little things too, but Molly like did her eyeshadow different, and he right away when he saw her, he goes, hey, you used this color eyeshadow. And she's like, yeah, I did.
He really
like,
liked it.
good job. And I was like, dang. I was like, all right, that's pretty good.
Really paying
I thought
attention.
that was neat.
Next point, too clingy.
oh dear God, no.
Oh God, no, not for me. No.
No, I am an independent person.
Same.
I need my space. Like I can not see you for a couple of days, but then when we're together, that's great. But then other than that, like I don't need you like missing me after 2 hours. Like it's ridiculous.
Like it's like been a few dates, but he's constantly texting, calling, checking in on you. Danger sign of controlling or insecure partner. Stella, I have something to say.
I can't do that. Everybody knows that about me, though. I'm very, very independent. I'm weird about PDA. I'm weird about like certain things. I get very uncomfortable in those situations. I'm weird with over the top texting.
I hate love.
She's like, I want to be single but have a man. Just kidding.
No, but Stella is like actually really funny because what she's saying is absolutely true, but then it has to be like the right amount, because then if there's nothing, then she spirals completely out of control after that.
I'm very complicated. Like I can't, like yes, it has to be the perfect amount of texting me
at the right
enough
time,
but not too much. And then if you don't text me at all, then I am like, that doesn't work either. So enjoy that ride. Good luck.
Good
luck.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, I like that like good morning text. I'm like always, if it's like hey, good morning beautiful, or like hope you have a great day, like I'm always down for one of those. I don't necessarily need a conversation first thing in the morning.
I like the good morning beautiful, that works for me, but not the good morning beautiful and the sun is shining out of your ass. Like,
oh dear God.
That doesn't work.
See, I like clingy.
I know you're clingy.
It doesn't bother me at all. I need the clingy. I want to be with him all the time. I want him to text me all the time, call me all the time, and he does, so it's good.
I need a lot of attention, but you got to do the timing's got to be right.
I understand that.
I need all the attention, but figure out your timing. Yeah.
Go ahead. Good luck.
Marcella's not complicated at all.
How about you, Whitley?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really been like that. I always thought that was quite annoying. I'm like, ugh, like get away. But then like I miss Gino right now. Like I think he is the one who like made me not mind that stuff. But again, like if I'm away from him, I'm not like in pieces, you know? Like I'll be fine, but I miss him. I don't really know. Like, but I'm always happy to be with him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
Okay, next point. Being unemployed.
Oh dear God, no. No. Like I don't mind making money so that way I can shop, but I want a man who can support me. Like I don't just date for fun. Like I date with the intent of marriage, and if you can't help pay the bills, that's not gonna work, because I'm not a sugar mama. I need a sugar daddy.
I was just gonna say, I'm not a sugar mama. No.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like if you're unemployed, then you can't be where you want to be. I mean, that's terrible. And then if you're in between jobs, then I feel like you're too sidetracked to even be a good date. Like, I mean,
call me when you get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do the unemployed. I'm my past is like I'm no unemployment, because then you're lazy.
Yeah. How about lack of ambition?
Oh gosh, that's the worst.
No.
Like, I always like to say I'm one half of a future power couple. So
I like that.
Yeah. So if you're not going to be the other half of this power couple thing, I'm not going to be a power of one.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think that I always say I'm like, because I love working, I'll always work, but it's nice to have someone who like can support you and like kind of let you do like work if you want to or if you don't want to. But I'm like, if two people are successful together, like that's awesome.
I've always said that and men and women are so different, but I feel like, and I know some guys want to disagree with me, but I feel they're just defensive because whatever, but it is extremely unsexy for a woman when the guy has no ambition. So, and then women lose respect for the man. And then once women lose respect, it's all over. You can't get it back, and it's just not
Everything's
good.
different.
I think that goes in a lot of areas. So if men are doing things that make women lose respect for the man, it is over, because then we look at you differently. Like, because men are supposed to be like the head of the household and are supposed to really protect you and lift you. And like, I think it's sexy when a man is like, you can work if you want to, but you don't have to. I'll take care of you and like spoil you. Like, because then I think if men could understand, which I think today men are like, oh my God, you just want a sugar daddy. It's like, no, I want
a man.
I want to be with a man who will spoil me, take care of me, like give me like an easier life. And that is super sexy, because any guy who does that, I promise you, your girl will like do whatever you want. Probably in bed, probably in whatever. Like, you spoil them, they'll give back.
Exactly, but it's also how it's set up. I mean, women are supposed to bear children, and being a mother and doing all those things are just super hard work. That's why it is like that. And in today's world, I feel like men want to have a lot of cop-outs and go, but I don't want to do that. And why do you expect this from me? But I think in this day and age, it's still sexy and a must to be that way, to have a good woman. That's all how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost becoming rare
It's
for a
very
guy
rare.
to want to take care of a woman nowadays.
Yep.
And that's not okay with me.
Yeah.
I like an
Me either.
old-fashioned man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure some people are going to be so disagreeing. That's okay, though.
I know.
Oh my God, you're just a gold digger.
Yeah.
Oh my God, snowflakes.
That's fine.
Wow.
Now, how do you guys feel about going on a date and the guy always being late
No.
or late on the first date?
No.
Well, I'm usually the late one, so maybe ask Gino about
We're
me.
talking about the guys.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So you get a pass.
yeah.
This never happened to me. I don't know.
I know.
I wouldn't
either.
like it, though.
I wouldn't either.
Like, I grew up in a military family, so you're on time. Like,
Oh, yeah.
if you're 15 minutes early, then you're on time.
Yeah.
If you're on time, you're late. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it'd just get annoying. Like if they're always late on the first date though, like things can happen. So
Like,
Yeah.
if there's at least a text.
Yeah.
Like, at least be like, hey, I'm so sorry. I got stuck in traffic. Like, then
Yeah.
sure. But,
How about sketchy online behavior?
like what?
Like if his Instagram feed is full of women that he used to date, or
Like his
really
personal feed?
scantily clad party girls.
Like with him or he follows those people?
yeah, that's like two different things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like if they like girls' pictures.
I mean,
I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'll admit I follow shirtless fitness guys. So like,
I don't care. I know that there are some girls who like literally check like what their man is like liking and like gets mad like if they follow. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm confident enough to know like
Yeah.
you can.
Okay.
I appreciate a hot woman, like a hot woman.
Yeah, I probably
Too.
do more than Gino.
Yeah.
Like, wow, she's pretty.
yeah.
I guess it really depends. Like if you are flirting with other people, like, hey babe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends. There's so many different
I think
levels.
that this means like sketchy, like where you maybe like if you come in, he's like putting down the phone or whatever.
Well, then you're cheating.
Then-
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
That's
that's
weird.
not. I don't think that's social media. I think that's just the phone. Like
True.
No screen time for 5 minutes.
they're in timeout.
This one, sloppy or bad hygiene.
Oh God, no, no.
no, there's nothing sexier than a man that smells good.
Yes.
Like, I don't care what you look like. If I walk past you and you smell good,
I'm
I
turning
will
around.
stop and I will turn back around and be like, maybe it was better looking than I thought.
I always tell people, I'm like, wow, you smell really good.
Smelling good is a big thing. Your home. I don't care if you're a bachelor. Like, keep your home nice.
Yeah.
Because I don't. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not a
Oh my
bachelor
God.
pad if it's filthy.
Yeah,
It's
that
nasty.
doesn't. That's disgusting. No, I can't do that.
Physique fail.
What?
Physique fail. Like
Oh, like, okay.
Out of shape?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, there's like a
Fine line.
fine line because I have dated men that are obsessed in the gym, which I'm also like I don't find attractive anymore. Like that whole like being obsessed.
Meathead.
Like the meathead thing I think is one thing, and then if you've completely let yourself go, like you're just a slob who doesn't like
Yeah.
care what they look like. I'm working hard to keep this together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna put in the work, you need to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody else?
No, I
I agree. Yeah.
What if his roommate is his mom?
What?
What? So he lives with his mom? No.
How old are we?
No, that's
Any age. There's plenty in this day and age.
Well,
there's a lot
there's-
of them that live
If they're
with their
taking
moms.
care of their mom, that's one thing. You know,
Yeah.
I think if they are,
They are taking care of it, but this means they're living with mom because
they don't take care of themselves.
Exactly.
No.
No.
That's basically being unemployed.
Yeah.
It is. Yep. How about his roommate is his ex-girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
Oh, but see, that happened to me.
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Well, I was still living with,
Oh.
I guess it depends on the situation.
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, actually.
It depends. It all depends.
True.
For me, I mean, all of you might say. I can't say. Then I'm like a total hypocrite.
He comes with a posse.
A what?
A posse.
Oh my.
A posse.
That isn't that a dance move?
His guy group.
Your accent. A posse?
Yeah.
Possum.
A posse. Like ugly laugh.
His squad.
All his guy friends that are coming on the first date and
Oh my.
They come on the first date.
What a
So am I going
weirdo.
into a group interview? What?
No, I'm not going to go out with you and your guy friends on a first date. No. I mean, I'm glad you have friends though.
Yeah.
I was just going to
really
say that. What if you're alone and have no friends?
It's a red
Like,
flag.
none.
Sad.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
massive red flag.
Like you don't have one friend.
red
Yeah.
flag.
Mm-hmm.
Red, red, red.
Big red.
Big red. It's a big one.
Big red.
Hey, how about the waitress test, guys? Like, you know how they treat, like, when you go out, the waitresses and...
I could
Does
not
that
date
mean-
someone that is rude to waiters or any kind of like
Yeah.
person that's like serving you or helping you. No.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be rude to a waiter. What are you going to do to me later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That rhymed, you guys.
what else? is good? Bad conversation skills. Oh my god.
Oh my God. I've been on a date with someone before and they only gave me one word answers.
That is the
Oh.
worst.
They were
every
so
situation.
pretty, but so dumb. I was like, oh God, this is awful. And that's like pulling teeth. You're like just pulling for anything. That is
Oh.
horrible. I don't care how good looking you are.
Yeah.
If you cannot hold a conversation with me, it's like mind numbing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not worth the face.
Exactly. Like
No, you are pretty, but I'll just look at you.
it has to be a good conversation. That's
Yeah.
how like everything comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
like looks are gonna fade,
That's
but
what
you're
I-
never
yeah.
gonna just like shut up one day. Like that's not gonna happen.
I like
Yeah.
to have really deep conversations with people too. Like
Yeah.
I like to like, those are my favorite. So yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, that's a big one. I always think of things in like, okay, if it were just like Gino and I on an island, we had no phones, no anything, no like where to go out to. It's just us. Like we could like just talk, and that would be fine.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And we could both be ugly, and we'd get along.
See, I like a person that you can talk to about like absolutely nothing, like the most pointless of things
Yeah.
and the most like important of things.
Yeah.
So like
it's my
you can
favorite.
literally be talking about like how do you feel about the color blue?
Yeah.
And then you could switch it up and be like so politics.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deep. I like deep.
Yeah.
People who want to get. Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, I am gonna end the show and we're gonna come back.
Oh my God, that was so fast.
so
We're gonna
fast.
come back and have a few more of this. So
Okay.
make sure you listen to episode 33.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end those and then we're gonna get into Jazmyn's story, I promise.
Yeah.
So if you guys like our show, please don't forget to subscribe and leave us a comment, and we'll
if you
see
want to
you
come
in-
on our show, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or any questions or any topics you want us to talk about, we'll do that too.
Yeah.
Jazmyn needs to leave her.
Oh yeah, can you leave your handle, social media handles?
Oh yeah, my everything is at Jazmyn Ray May, so it's JazmynRaymay.
Awesome. So you guys can get in touch with her that way and
Follow her.
follow her on Instagram and Snapchat.
Lots of
and-
likes and comments.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all your stuff coming
Yeah.
up. So
So we'll see you in a little bit.
thank you.